Have you ever wondered about the truth behind the lost city of Atlantis? Let's dive into the enigma that has sparked the curiosity of philosophers and explorers alike for centuries. Atlantis, first mentioned in the ancient dialogues of the Greek philosopher Plato, is often depicted as a utopia that met a tragic end. The tales depict a civilization far ahead of its time, bountiful in resources and knowledge, that vanished without a trace in a cataclysmic event. Subscribe for more content like this. The first written account of Atlantis dates back to around 360 BC, when Plato introduced us to this powerful nation. According to his writings, this civilization existed 9,000 years before his time, located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we know today as the Strait of Gibraltar. Plato's Atlantis was a marvel of engineering and architecture, a society that put even the most sophisticated civilizations of his time to shame. However, their prosperity was short-lived. As the story goes, their arrogance led to their downfall, and the island sank, disappearing forever. The mystery of Atlantis has been the subject of countless discussions and debates. Two compelling aspects often arise: the true location of Atlantis, and the technological advancements of its inhabitants. Theories about Atlantis's whereabouts are as diverse as the ocean is deep, ranging from the Mediterranean to the Caribbean. Some even link Atlantis to ancient cultures such as the Minoans and the Mayans. But here's where things become even more intriguing. Was Atlantis a real place, or is it just an elaborate allegory crafted by Plato to impart philosophical or moral lessons? What about the technological marvels of the Atlanteans? Could their advancements have influenced later civilizations? The quest for Atlantis continues to this day, with explorations and scientific studies attempting to unravel this enduring mystery. But as long as the evidence remains as elusive as the lost city itself, Atlantis will continue to inhabit the realm of legend, fascinating scholars and enthusiasts alike. So, was Atlantis a real civilization that met a tragic end, or just an allegory spun by Plato? As we delve deeper into this mystery, perhaps we will find the answers that we seek. Let's delve into the heart of this mystery, the story of Atlantis as told by Plato. Plato, the eminent philosopher of ancient Greece, recounts the tale of Atlantis in two of his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. His narrative, set approximately 9,000 years before his own time, describes an island kingdom of unparalleled wealth and power, located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar. Plato paints a picture of a society that was a marvel of engineering and architecture. The city was comprised of concentric rings of water and land, fortified by walls coated with metals, bronze, tin, and the precious orichalcum. At the heart of the city was a hill, topped by a palace and a temple dedicated to Poseidon, the god of the sea. In terms of social structure, Atlantis was a utopia. The citizens were virtuous and lived in harmony, guided by wisdom and reason. Their technology was advanced, their laws just, and their military might unmatched. But the glory of Atlantis did not last. Plato tells of the Atlanteans' descent into corruption and moral decay. They began to lust for power, their hearts darkened by greed, they defied the laws of the gods, and as a consequence incurred their wrath. And then, in a single day and night of misfortune, Atlantis was swallowed by the sea, disappearing without a trace. Plato's account ends with the words, Atlantis, in a single day and night of misfortune, disappeared into the depths of the sea. So we're left with a tale of a powerful advanced civilization that fell from grace and was wiped from the face of the earth. An extraordinary story indeed. But is it just a story? A fable invented by a philosopher to illustrate the dangers of hubris and greed? According to Plato, Atlantis was a beacon of advancement that fell due to its arrogance. But how much truth does this tale hold? Over the centuries, the search for Atlantis has taken many forms, with theories abounding about its possible location. The quest to find this lost civilization has been as varied and colorful as the legend itself, sparking the imaginations of explorers, historians, and dreamers alike. One prevailing theory suggests Atlantis may have been located in the Mediterranean, specifically on the island of Santorini. This Greek island was home to a thriving Minoan civilization, which was decimated by a volcanic eruption around 1600 BC. The eruption and subsequent tsunami could have caused the island to sink, mirroring Plato's description of Atlantis's fate. Alternatively, some have proposed that Atlantis could be found much further afield, in the Caribbean. This theory is largely based on the discovery of underwater structures near the Bahamas and Cuba, which some believe could be remnants of this lost civilization. Critics, however, argue these formations are naturally occurring, rather than man-made. Then there are those who link Atlantis to the ancient Mayan civilization. They point to striking similarities between Plato's descriptions and the advanced society and architecture of the Mayans. But again, this theory is subject to intense debate. Each of these theories carries a piece of the puzzle, yet none provides a complete picture. They're based on fragments of information, speculation, and a dash of wishful thinking. And while they offer tantalizing hints, they also raise more questions. Could the advanced civilization of Atlantis have influenced the development of societies like the Minoans or Mayans? Or are these connections merely the result of imaginative interpretation? The search for Atlantis is a journey through time and across continents. It's a quest for understanding, a yearning to connect with our distant past. Despite the lack of definitive evidence, the allure of Atlantis persists, its legend enduring throughout the ages. These theories, as intriguing as they are, still leave us with more questions than answers. Yet, the search continues, driven by our insatiable curiosity and the enduring mystery of Atlantis. Another captivating aspect of the Atlantis legend is the supposed technological prowess of its inhabitants. In the annals of history, Atlantis has been painted as a civilization that was extraordinarily advanced for its time. Now, this isn't just about having a knack for building grand structures or a strong naval presence, but rather, we're delving into the realm of what some might call out-of-this-world technology. Plato's accounts depict a civilization that had mastered the art of harnessing energy, constructing massive temples and palaces, and even developing advanced forms of transportation. Some interpretations even go as far as to suggest that the Atlanteans may have had knowledge of complex astronomical calculations and possibly even the power of flight. But how much of this is fact, and how much is the product of fertile imaginations? The debate rages on among scholars, scientists, and enthusiasts. Some contend that these accounts are a testament to a civilization that had indeed unlocked secrets of technology far beyond their era. Others argue that these descriptions are metaphors, symbolic narratives crafted by Plato to convey deeper philosophical concepts. Here's where it gets even more intriguing. If we entertain the notion that the Atlanteans did possess such advanced technology, where did this knowledge come from? Was it developed over centuries of progression, or was it passed down from an even older, lost civilization? And perhaps the most tantalizing question of all, did this knowledge survive the fall of Atlantis, subtly influencing the technological development of other ancient civilizations? These are questions that we may never definitively answer. Yet they provide fertile ground for speculation and discussion, fueling our fascination with the lost city. Could the Atlanteans have been far more advanced than we imagine? And if so, what happened to their knowledge? The mystery of Atlantis continues to captivate us, fueling countless explorations and studies. This enduring allure is not merely a product of its captivating narrative, but also springs from the tantalizing enigma it presents, tantalizing puzzles that demand to be solved. Atlantis, as described by Plato, was a civilization of extraordinary might and wisdom, its influence extending far and wide. Its sudden disappearance presents an intriguing historical riddle, a puzzle that has led to numerous archaeological expeditions and scientific investigations. These efforts in search of Atlantis are often driven by the tantalizing hints of advanced technology that Plato's narrative suggests. The Atlanteans, according to these accounts, were not just formidable in power and wisdom, but also in their technological prowess. This has led some to propose that Atlantis was a progenitor of civilization, its technological innovations seeding the advancements of later cultures. Yet despite the intense scrutiny and numerous expeditions, the physical evidence supporting the existence of Atlantis remains elusive. It's a mystery that seems to grow with each unsuccessful search, each unfulfilled theory. It's a riddle that refuses to be solved, a tale that resists ending, and perhaps it is this very elusiveness that adds to the allure of Atlantis. It's a story that invites us to dream, to imagine, to speculate. It allows us to envision a civilization of extraordinary capabilities, a world that might have been, or might yet be discovered. In the end, the allure of Atlantis is not just about the search for a lost civilization. It's a journey into the unknown, a quest for understanding our past, and a testament to our enduring curiosity. It's a reminder that there are still mysteries in this world that await discovery, enigmas that challenge our understanding of history and human capability. Whether fact or fiction, Atlantis continues to captivate our imaginations. As we delve deeper into its mystery, we can only wonder what truths we might uncover. And remember, challenge everything you think you know.